Hi everybody, welcome to DiFebo's, and we're back again with my father Bob for our second cooking demo. One of the things that we love to do is cook together, and as you know from our last demo, sometimes we like to do things a little bit different.
Differently, always.
Different. Like I just said to him, why are you chopping the olives? I like to crush them. But we want to keep trying to bring you dishes that you can make at your house that are easy, 5 minutes. Literally, what are we going to have for dinner tonight? Oh, let me put together a little shrimp puttanesca or chicken puttanesca, clam puttanesca. And basically, puttanesca is just a variation on a tomato sauce. So you start with your basics and then you can keep building on that. So without further ado, I would like to hand you over to my father, Bobby.
Hello everybody. First thing we're going to start doing is to make this is we're going to start like the last time when I made the aioli. We're going to basically the same thing as you do it. You know, you start off with Italian cooking is pretty darn easy. And I always said that a lot. You know, all you want to do is try to cover the pan a little bit with oil, and that would probably be maybe you know a quarter of a cup, if you could see that.
So
Not even.
When we use the oil, you know, I like to, because everybody on the last demo had asked how much oil, and I've always, since we've been little, he makes the oil move. So if you don't have enough oil in here where it can move, can you see it?
Don't have enough.
You don't have enough. That's kind of the basis for your sauce, is your oil. You're flavoring that oil to flavor all the pasta. So you definitely want enough of that.
And we use olive oil. You know, there's virgin olive oil is really for salads and things like that. It's really not for cooking, but it's olive oil itself. So we started with the oil. And then add onions, not a lot. And what I try to do, I try to get them. If you can see, I really chop them fine, only because when you eat, you actually don't want to bite into something that's big. Always let it blend in with the rest of it. Yes, thank you. And then as that's cooking, we're going to add the same. Some people like chopped garlic. I like it fine.
I like it like that. Well, let me just say something. Because he's really good, so he can handle the olive. He can handle the garlic being chopped up. But see how he's moving that? If you walk away and you have,
you'll burn it.
You'll burn it, and you definitely don't want to burn the garlic. You don't want it to have that bitterness to it. So really, it's your preference. And also on the extra virgin, sometimes I like cooking with it, but again, you have to be really quick on your feet when you're working with the extra virgin. So, do you want to do your salt and pepper and all that in your?
I just say and get my tomatoes for me. Okay. All right, here's we're putting salt and pepper, and I got it in my hand. I have it in my hand. So right now, I'll put it in. This is for the pasta. Always add salt to the pasta. Okay.
And be generous with the salt. Don't be afraid of the salt. That's the difference between a chef and a home cook. Like, we're not afraid of salt. It brings out the flavors.
I'll add a little parsley.
So basically what he's doing too is he's got his oil. If you could start every single dish like this.
This is how everything, my tomato sauce, everything is together like this. This is how we start. Most of the Italian people, this is basically, it's it. Garlic, onion, parsley, and oil. That's the base of it.
So you're seasoning that oil, which is going to be the base. That's going to be the roux of your sauce, of whatever it is that you're going to use. Now, we're not in tomato season right now. We're basically, a couple weeks away, if not a month away. So we just want you to find a really good tomato that you love, right? We sell these tomatoes. But, so he's going to add a little bit of anchovy. Now, we're adding the anchovy today because we like it. And,
remember I told you before, that last one, I like anchovy. It gets a good flavor to it. So we're just adding that up, trying to brown this. Like my daughter says, it needs a little more oil. Well, what happens as you go along, you'll see, I don't want olive oil. I want She likes virgin olive oil. I don't
do.
like cooking with virgin olive oil. I get it in my salads. What happens as you put the ingredients in, the oil will dry up. That's the only reason why I put a little bit more in there.
Terry says she loves anchovies.
Yeah. Hi, Terry. Yeah, we love anchovy in it.
Can we
now,
put this a little louder? I mean,
put what louder?
I mean higher.
Oh,
Now I'm gonna add.
you're gonna burn it.
I'm not gonna burn nothing. Okay, these are the capers. Okay, so I'm putting capers in it right now.
Yummy.
She says it's yummy.
Yeah. So again, he's making his oil. If you want.
Now we're changing. Now we're changing to a puttanesca. Okay, once we get the capers in there, and now.
So listen, you've got crushed, peeled, and more crushed.
Yeah, that's.
Sometimes I use dice too. But don't you want to put your shrimp in now?
Watch that. Oh my God, and here's the thing, we want to gather. I like my olives cut up.
I like them just smashed. Like I smash them like that. But everybody's different. Like I'll just smash that. Can you see that? But I like olives, so really, honestly, I'll take an olive any way you got it.
So basically now, this is really your base for puttanesca. We got olives out here to show you different olives. You have an oil core. That's what I use in the, if you were here last time, is the spaghetti Iowa. That's the Italian dried olives. This is the what we're using.
The Greek olive.
Right. And then these are black olives.
So on the Greek olive, it's a little bit more vinegary and acidic, which goes really nice with the caper. That's why you do the caper, and that olive. So today you could do a plain puttanesca. At this point, you could add your tomatoes. He wants to do shrimp. He also wanted to do salmon today, and I talked him out of it. But now at this point, are you going to add your shrimp?
I'm going to have my shrimp.
I sometimes cut mine up too. So.
I should have cut this up because we're going to give, a little taste to everybody.
That looks good, Dad.
Billy
On your-
Collins says Lisa and Bob are great at what they do. She's one of the best in the business, hands down.
Oh, thank you, Billy.
So sweet.
That is nice. Let me turn this up.
The shrimp, you don't want to overcook the shrimp. You know what I mean? So,
There we go. Yeah, these are.
she should have took over.
Bob,
you're doing a great job.
These are a pain, especially when you're used to like some really high. There we go. We're starting to work up. So let me just talk to you a little bit about seafood in here, right? So can you see in how this is cooking? So we flavored our oils, right? We gave the oil all its flavor, the capers, the salt, pepper. Oh, your little chili flake in there, right?
Yep. I like a little hot pepper.
Little hot
okay?
pepper in here?
Everything I do, I flavor with a little bit of hot pepper. Not a lot that you're going to kill anybody. Just gives it a little extra taste, okay? And all it is just a little bit, You don't want to overpower hotness, but you want to give it its flavor.
So
Also, now I put the shrimp in here. What we did, we showed you this is clams. You could buy clams that are already chopped up and put it in there, which is very, very good.
and they're whole baby clams.
And then you could buy the ones that are whole baby clam. So this base, what you have here, really and truthfully, you could do several things with it. Like she said about the salmon, it's really, really good. A piece of salmon in that, turn it over like that, put the red sauce with the pasta on the side. Really, really delicious.
Do you want to?
Yeah. So can
I would not drain the clams.
Can I?
In fact, hi ladies, is there a clam juice on the back? Do you see that clam juice?
Where is the thing at, Lisa?
No, it should be just juice. Maybe I don't have it.
Caroline. Do I have any more of these
No.
in the back?
Blow a fuse.
What's the matter?
We just blow a fuse.
Just blow a fuse?
Yeah.
Just blow a fuse.
You good?
We need. Oh wait, you know why, Dad? Because you have to do one or the other. Larry did.
You didn't tell me that.
This is for the hot plate.
Where did I do that?
but they're gonna read. Anyway, before they're gonna.
Let me go.
figure that
I'll go
out.
get it.
So,
I think so. There was one that was blue. I need a stainless steel bowl to crush the tomatoes. Half that size. I got the shrimp out already.
Pick a bowl.
All right.
we're back in business.
See, that
Now-
just goes to show you, it's just as it goes.
So, if you had a beautiful, like Jersey, gorgeous red tomato right now, or something out of your garden, this is when I would add your tomato, right with your shrimp. Let me lay out that tomato because you want that tomato to cook. Now, we like using plum and crushed. We use a variety of, of different tomatoes. This plum tomato, can you see in here, has the puree already in it, and it's delicious. If it didn't have the puree, I would probably open a bottle of the puree and add it into the tomato, no matter what I'm doing. Even if I was using fresh tomato, I add a little puree, but it's got to be a good puree, like that Moody puree. That's like my new tomato. I love that tomato. Do you want me to do it?
That's what I was looking for. What she's doing is looking for a glove. Normally, because
Because we're in the business.
I use my, you have your hands washed,
We're gonna be proper.
Okay, that's good.
What?
That's good.
One more. All right, there you go. That looks good. So you don't want to cook the shrimp all the way or the clams all the way. You only want to cook them halfway,
No one will take them out.
right? Because you don't even have to.
You don't have to turn them?
I did already.
Oh yeah.
You did, I didn't see it.
But you want to cook them halfway, then add your sauce. Now, can I see some? We talked about burning the garlic. Let's say in the event that your garlic starts getting a little dark, right? You want to cool it down real quick. Grab something, a little bit of wine, some fresh tomatoes, something to cool the garlic down to stop it from cooking instantly. Because that'll destroy that whole oil, sauce thing that you've got going. But that looks good, Dad. You can actually add some clams. Do you want to add some clams?
No.
Why?
Because it's shrimp.
I'm asking only because they're open.
Lisa, I'm told that if you use commercial pasta, that it already has a great deal of salt in it.
I've never heard that.
I haven't ever heard of it either.
Yeah. I would be careful with the salt with this because of your capers, but it's salt is. I love it. I really do. And we're not afraid of it. That looks beautiful. Let's taste it.
It's not ready. It ain't mixed up yet.
It's really good.
Good.
I taste everything in there. Except.
Not yet.
So, you don't have to. I like finishing with butter. But, oh shoot, we forgot. Let's put our
No,
pasta.
put the
What?
pasta in now. It's got to cook.
Yeah.
Right?
So we sell all the fresh pasta, right? And if you hit us in the morning, like when Monica's making fresh pasta now, it'll take a minute to cook. If you come later in the afternoon and it's been made it might take 2 minutes to cook. And everyone always asks about it. How do you know it's done? How long do you cook it for? Everybody's different.
You have any wooden spoons?
He likes his pasta cooked. I like my pasta very al dente. Everybody's different. And it's funny, running a restaurant, you have to find that middle of like what the customers like, and it's a trend. You'll know, like if people go, I think here in this area they tend to like it a little bit more cooked.
Wooden spoon? Oh, thank you.
So when you're at home, and we tell everybody this when they make their pasta or if they buy fresh pasta, try to get in the habit of, if it's my dad's sauce, if it's fresh tomatoes, no matter what it is, have your pot on the stove, and then have your pan of sauce or whatever it is that you're going to be making, right? Because ideally, all you want to do is you want to pull this up and put it into the tomato sauce, no matter what it is, and then let it cook in the tomato sauce for a minute or two. That's the key to it, honestly. A lot of people, they'll take the pasta, they'll drain it in their colander, put it in the bowl, and then they'll scoop their sauce over it. It's very Medigone. You want to definitely, you definitely want to take it and put it into the sauce. And then you want to re-season it again.
With salt.
Well, unless you're using capers. Yes, absolutely with salt. I know that we also got into like a little war last time about cheese.
Wait a minute.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
But a lot of people disagree and do not like cheese in their pasta when it has seafood. I never think there's a good time not to. It's always
Never
always
listen to me. Do not put cheese with seafood.
Can I just say something?
No, don't put cheese in seafood.
It's such a beautiful.
You know what it does there, seriously? Because she likes the cheese. The cheese absolutely takes away from the seafood.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, yes, it does.
It's not. The cheese adds like a little bit of body to it. It makes it a little thick.
No way.
Speaking
My
of
mother
thick-
would have never. She would have killed you.
That's not true.
Put cheese.
Running war that we've had with
It's
the cheese.
No.
When you were little,
When you were little.
it's ridiculous. So can I say something? See how my dad added the butter? Always add your butter to your sauces when your sauce is boiling. Don't add it when it's flat. If your pan is not hot and boiling,
Don't add
the butter, because you know what happens? It kind of just melts and it gets greasy, and that's how you get that grease. It just goes, it just goes. It's flat. When you have a boil, look how pale it's turning pale and thick, whatnot. And then the other thing is, we might, if we need to, if your pasta's a little dry, you'll add a little pasta water. And that starch makes the sauce adhere to your pasta.
Yeah.
That's
Never throw all your water away. Keep your water. Did you want to taste this?
No, it's not done. I can feel it.
You sure?
Yeah, and wants to try it.
Look at that. Perfect.
Is it done?
No. A little bit more. That's how you would like it.
I do like it like that.
So,
I like it a little bitey.
if everybody has this, I mean, we've only been here for less than a half an hour. I mean, it's pretty damn easy. And what she said, it's so simple. You know, a lot of times you come home and you, what am I going to have? What am I going to have? These things are so simple. It's unbelievable. I mean, half an hour. Half an hour and you have something.
And you can put chicken in this, spinach in this, right? You can put anything. Now, if I was going to do a vegetable, I would add the vegetable after this meal.
Well,
Right?
take us home if you
Seafood,
got it.
of course.
This really, it's nice.
It's really good.
Good. That's what it's supposed to be.
That is really, really good.
So what we're going to do, we're going to, plate some for you so you can taste it. It's a shame you're not going to have a lot, but at least it'll be something that you all can taste. And I didn't put that many shrimp in, so I apologize. I think everybody should get one shrimp. We took the tails off of it. I hate to go to a restaurant and the tails are in it, but
I like the tails on
she likes the tails. See?
Why are we not surprised? Is all that pasta going to fit
I
in
like
that
the
pan?
tails on it because I think that the tails on it, it makes the sauce more flavorful, but that's just me.
Doreen says it looks amazing.
Oh my.
It is.
Sorry about that.
Thank you, Doreen. So see how we're... Now normally we might add a little salt and pepper to this, but again, because of the capers, it's good just the way it is.
Margie wants to buy some.
Mark,
Who?
Margie.
Oh.
Hi, Margie.
Hi, Margie.
If you added chicken, would you put the chicken raw or would you
I put it
braise
raw.
first? Oh,
I put it raw in the oil. Everything will go in the oil. Your shrimp, clam, lobster, chicken, tofu, if you want to make a vegetarian. That'll all go in the oil. And
minute.
then you add your tomato. So, let me, Monica, do you have any forks? I need 10 forks. Honestly, this is it. You would keep it for a couple minutes in the sauce, but isn't that beautiful? And literally, we talked a lot, so it took a little longer. But that's 10 minutes. Crab right in the sauce, add your tomatoes, and you have a beautiful crab pasta puttanesca. You can add artichokes. I think the way I love to cook, and we love to cook, is just expanding, like he said, on every single thing we do. So, can I add a little cheese?
No, not that. No. No. Ask them if they want cheese in it. Then you put.
Let's see.
uh-oh.
Who wants cheese?
Oh, no, that's not.
No, that's not nice.
That's me. When do you have to close
I'll
your
pass
eyes
the
and do
cheese
that?
around to anybody that
We'll
wants
cheese
it.
you. Oh my God.
So, Lisa, tell me about the crab. If that would be like soft shell, you put in
You
with
can
the
use
oil.
anything.
You can use anything.
Yeah.
So
Monica,
if it's
can you
crab
give me
meat,
a little,
that's so tender. You let
like a little.
You can
you
use.
put the oil, or should you add that later?
ladle.
Pardon?
Crab. If you want like crab meat,
Tell me.
would I add it later or with
Margie's
the oil?
down for
'Cause it's
No,
so
with
tender.
crab. You know, a can of crab.
Yeah.
No, I would go later on, just like I just put the shrimp. I'd go ahead and saute everything, then put your crab meat in.
That was coconut crab.
Oh, in the can. Like
You
a
wanna
soft
put a
shell
little-
would go with the oil.
You
Because
wanna
you
put a
want to
little
cook
sauce
them
on
and
that?
then. And
On
that's
each one. If you want to
about
help
the
me,
start for
Monica,
the
you want to.
What do you want to do? Put
She's
sauce?
gonna sauce it. Well,
There's no
Margie
sauce. I
wants
think I'll put
this to be a
sauce.
weekly event if you guys are down.
he has to stay away from Florida for it to be a weekly event. If he comes back from
Oh, we could
Florida,
all
we
go
can
to
do it all.
Florida.
Oh, you know what? If anybody's watching, I don't even know. But if anyone has anything that they want us to cook, I think that would be fun too.
Yeah, that would be.
And also, you know what else I want to know? If we have anybody watching, if people like chocolate chips in their cannoli or no chocolate chips.
Chocolate
Because
chips.
It depends on, like, Sicily is all about chocolate chips and citrus.
Yes.
I like the taco.
You like
What about
it?
stuffed artichokes? I never learned how to make that from
I
my
love
mom.
stuffed artichoke.
No, I love that.
How many do we have here? 1, 2,
3.
4, 5, 6. And then I need to sauce them again.
All right.
All right, well, I'm going to sign off online. And listen, Dad, you want to say goodbye?
Goodbye.
I love you. Thank you. And here's